mentioned video games, so I was curious as to what you would like to accomplish within that medium. And do you have any favorite games besides Ego and probably Shadow?
That's a kick-ass question. That guy at the end, what a great fucking question. Oh my fucking God, thank you, man. And I thank you because video games are the comic books over time, where it's a medium that gains no respect amongst the intelligentsia. You know, they say, oh, video games. And most people that complain about video games have never fucking played one. Not even telephone. You know, I mean, I don't understand how, I would love for people, you know, in the same way that 3D, oh, it's a gimmick. You know what? Alfonso Cuarón's next movie is on 3D. Mine is on 3D. We spend hours talking about 3D in a really great way. And I think video games are the same. Video games have proven to be incredibly immersive experiences. You know, and not every game is a shooter game. I love shooter games, by the way. I'm entirely anti-war on this, but I spent hours in Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 shooting. Look, for me, there are a few great video games. I said Shadow of the Colossus, masterpiece. Eco, masterpiece. Back in the year of the CD-ROM, there was a great game that influenced a slew of filmmakers called Gadget. Fantastic CD-ROM game. One of the first Bungie games I played, which was fantastic, was Marathon. Every part of Marathon I played. I've been and will always be an absolute devoted fan of Halo, because I absolutely had some of the best times. Gears of War, you know, I like shooter games. I mean, I'm a pacifist, but fuck if I don't like it. I love getting there, you know, and it's a lie that they incite any criminal activity. Look at me. Do I look like a criminal to you? But I also love more zen and little games, you know, beautiful Katamari. It's a gorgeous game. It's a gorgeous game. And it's very simple. The mechanics are so simple, but it's eminently playable. You know, I think that usually, I'm not an online guy. I never go online, because the only time I go online, they were so insulting. You know, I'm gonna kill you, you piece of shit Mexican! I was like, I got angry. I got really angry. I said, I don't need, I mean, I have enough with the message boards. That's insult enough. I'm not gonna go into online, but I usually take a Call of Duty game, I play the same day. I mean, I go beginning to end in 10 hours. I kill everybody, I don't kill it, I end up and I go, done. You know, Left 4 Dead, Red Dead Redemption, I'm enjoying. I was enjoying an entirely indecently antisocial game called Prototype. You know, I mean, I'm a big gamer. I mean, and it's a blessing because my daughters love it, and we play Left 4 Dead. My 14-year-old is my wingman. And my 9-year-old is also my wingman, but if my wife catches me playing with my 9-year-old Left 4 Dead, we're both in trouble. Oh yeah, I told you not to put that shit in front of the girl. She likes it. But we love going through it. I think that, what else? I mean, you name it, I think I played most everything. I don't finish everything because my rule, like with a book, a movie, or a game, if it doesn't engage me, I leave it. I do not do homework with my life. I do not feel the compelling need to finish something that didn't engage me. But let me ask you, which games do you like?
One of my favorite games is Uncharted 2. Among these, I felt like that was the first time in a video game that I've actually felt something. I've yet to play Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. They're so hard to find, but they're making an HD remake, so that's great. Yeah. So Uncharted 2 and the game Dead Space. I don't know if you've ever played it.
Now, Uncharted 2, how fucking great is that beginning?
That's amazing.
In the train. And when people say, oh, they're not cinematic, I say, put that game right now and come back and talk to me then. That opening when you're hanging from the train and you gotta close, that's a lesson in storytelling, is fantastic. Sorry I interrupted you.
It was unbelievable. Uncharted 2 had so many moments within it that it felt like I was playing a movie for the first time, whereas they always say it feels like you're playing a movie in a game. That and Dead Space were the first games where I actually felt that way.
Half-Life, did you ever play?
Half-Life is excellent, yes.
I mean, Half-Life was a model breaker. You know, it really invented so many things that I admire in that. Dead Space is one of the few games, along with Left 4 Dead, that I had to stop now and then because I was too nervous. I was like, I'm going to. And you know, usually with horror, I'm like a gynecologist breathing penthouse. I'm like completely unaffected, but with those two games, I'm like, so those are great games. Do you like Bioshock then?
I'm sorry?
Bioshock?
Bioshock is excellent. Bioshock is excellent, yeah.
Because I think Bioshock is one of the most fully realized world creations in any medium. And I think it's a gorgeous piece of real estate that they created, and I adore it. And what I would love to accomplish with the game, you know, look, you never make a movie, you never do anything in life if it's not going to be the greatest ever. Then circumstances catch with you, sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't. But you don't go out to have just a meal. You go and say, what's the best meal I can have? The greatest meal ever in my life. You know, a date, the greatest date I'm ever gonna have. Movies, the same. And with the video game, it's the same ambition. I expect and hope to create what I would like to see on a video game. The movies I do, people that like them, God bless, love them. People that dislike them, never get it. But the one thing I can say is, I'm doing them because nobody else is doing them. You know, and the video game is the same thing. I want to do that video game in a way that no one else is doing it. And in about 2 weeks, we're going to announce the partnership with a big game company for a long-term commitment on a really big, revolutionary, very difficult game that I've been trying to do for the last 3 or 4 years. But I do intend to tackle it, and I hope to do it in a way that pushes some stuff. Years ago, I was pitching a game called Sundown, and I know you're gonna say that motherfucker's full of shit, he's lying, he's crazy. It was very, very close to Left 4 Dead. And the reason why I love Left 4 Dead is somebody else made it, so I'm at peace with that. But if you don't like, or you think you don't like video games, I urge you to get Shadow of the Colossus, Bioshock, a few of them, and try them for real. And you will see that they are an art form, and anyone saying differently is a little out of touch, because they are a narrative art form. And not everything is running old ladies and shooting people in fast cars. You know, everybody says, oh, like the way they say horror movies, they make the kids delinquents. You know, come on, horror comics, they make the kids criminals. And now it's video games, but it's all adult bullshit. And at 45, the last thing I want to consider myself is an adult. So, you know, I thank you for your question. I thank you guys for your time. I hope